When it comes to possession, you need to really understand the three levels of consciousness that we experience. Also, I highly recommend you study these things, demonology. And oh, I would never invite that into my life. Oh, look who, demonology of King James. Yeah, you recognize that name? Now, like I've said before, I'm not religious, but I understand that the truth is in many religions, and even the earliest Christians knew that the Bible was parables and fables of the human body, and head being heaven, hell being hell. That's why we say you have to raise your vibration to get into heaven. 144,000 go to heaven. It's a frequency. Understanding your torus field and how it creates pressure that simulates this high pressure field that goes around you. Now, when you lower your frequency, this high pressure dissipates. So basically, you have your equilibrium. This is your body, and you have this a low pressure and high pressure, and it creates this field, this torus field, torso field, or the tortoise shell. How a tortoise is protected by its shield. The Apostle Paul said, "It is no longer I who lives in here, but the Christ within me," because when you get into meditation and you lift yourself over the thoughts of the carnal mind, you raise yourself into the blissful nothingness of nirvana, and that is where you become one with God. I am not this body. I am an extension. I am an expression of my soul, just as I am an extension of Yahweh, Source, God. It's not that I am God. I am an extension of God and God's expression. This is why it's important for you to raise your vibration. Now, I know you've heard the term as above, so below, as within, so without. Just how you can raise your frequency and let what is divine work through you, you can lower your frequency and let things that are negative also work through you. And the more you start to meditate, you actually start to experience and sense these things that are around you. So your pineal gland, your third eye, it's like that for a reason. It's because you can sense things. You ever go near someone and you get a bad vibe, like you just don't know what it is. You get a bad feeling in your gut that something's going to happen, and it happens. That is the power of your third eye. Our third eye is calcified so much to the point that we are unable to sense these things. We can't sense the presence of these entities. And I know some of you probably can, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why when it comes to alcohol, you notice how alcohol is being played to our youth, and how drinking alcohol is such a fun activity, but it's even deeper. Because if you know where the term alcohol comes from, it's derived from a Hebrew word that literally means to devour one's soul. Another reason why they call drinks spirits or booze, and it's because when you lower your vibrational frequency, you disrupt your high pressure field that protects you, and it allows you to black out and become possessed. Oh, I don't remember anything from last night. It is actually a lot deeper than you realize. When I had left my body for the first time and I saw an entity, I understood the rules. And this is why I do what I do.